If one person wants to do the clap thing.
If we can do it in sync this time, guys.
We can
said
try.
One person.
One person? Oh.
People can do it if you guys can do it in sync.
We can't.
We can try. We can try.
That's
All right, are
cool.
we gonna do it on
Did
three?
you hit record?
Do we do it on 3, 2,
Yeah,
1, or
it's
3, 2,
recording.
1 clap?
3, 2,
Who
1.
says clap?
Clap.
And then
Well, it's like
clap?
3, 2, 1, go.
3, 2, 1, clap, and then clap.
No. Clap on clap.
So do we
3,
clap
2,
on
1,
clap? Okay.
Clap on clap or clap after clap?
This is good content
Clap
right here,
on.
guys. So we still didn't answer it. Okay, 1, 2, 3. Baked beans. That was
pretty good.
great. That was great.
Beautiful.
All right, this is episode 2 of Baked Beans podcast. My name is Jasper. We got Shay, we got Brayden,
That's me.
and we got Rory.
Yeah, big announcement. No more from Damien because that's for a different crowd. But for this crowd, it's Rory.
It's Rory.
Rory.
All right. Introduce yourself, Brayden.
My name is Brayden. Hello. That is I.
That's it. Okay. All right. The first thing we are talking about is
Butts.
We can talk about butts. What
Butts?
about butts? We talk about butts every time. That's
Every time? We only done it once.
I mean, last time we kind of talked about beans for like
yeah.
45
But when we came
Beans.
here to set up
Ooh,
everything
yeah.
and figure it out,
That's
we did
what I
talk
wanted.
about
butts,
butts.
butts. I need me a big bitch. 3 butts.
Not 4.
Triple cheeked up.
3 butts?
I do want to know the origin of butts.
Yeah. Please
Where do you
tell-
think they came
What
from?
does that mean?
Butts.
We're about to find out.
It just means buttock.
Oh, well,
That's what Forrest Gump said.
I was imagining some kind of like cool superhero origin story, but that's
Let me
fine.
ask a question, guys.
Okay.
Do you guys like Forrest Gump?
Yeah, I didn't watch it until I was like 20 years old, even though I've lived in Alabama
How?
for most of my life.
Jesus.
But I enjoyed
How?
it. Yeah, I know, right?
You never watched it in school at all?
No.
You never
absolutely
saw
not.
it?
No, I literally only saw it on cable TV.
So you didn't
That's
even get all the good
crazy.
parts in
No,
it if you watch it on cable TV.
No.
You got to watch the fucking uncut version of it.
Raw.
Yeah.
It's funny as shit.
Dude, I love Tom Hanks. Anything he's in is
Yeah.
fantastic.
Captain
One of
Phillips.
the greatest people.
You haven't
on the
even
planet.
seen Captain Phillips. Dude, she
I wanna
sent me a
watch it.
clip of Captain Phillips and was like, have you seen this movie? Or pretty much asking if I know what the movie is. I'm like, this movie has won multiple awards.
I'm not
of
a
course
movie
I've seen
person.
Captain Phillips.
I'm not
Do you
a
know
movie
about the real
person.
story?
No.
No?
No.
That's why
Dude.
I was watching the information about the true story, and then it came across the movie.
Tell us about the true story then.
Well, now you put me on the spot. Now I don't remember most of it, but I just know that it was a really difficult. I know he was like lauded for his ability to land that plane because like I listened to or like read about a lot of like plane disasters where
We're talking about the wrong
That's
film.
the same thing that Juicy said when I told Juicy about it. He said something about a plane. So there's another movie that's really
called,
similar.
That's called Flight with Tom Hanks or something like that.
Captain
Am I
Phillips is
tripping
the
right now?
Somali
Captain Phillips
pirates.
is Pirates.
was
What's
driving
that
a-
are
difference?
you
He's
guys
on a
Mandela
cargo
affecting
ship.
me right now?
He was
Oh,
on a
look, Captain Phillips.
he was on a cargo ship
With
that got
real-life
taken
pirates.
by pirates.
Oh yeah, I admit my mistake.
No,
But
Sully.
no.
Sully is the one.
Right.
Sully.
Okay, right, Captain
Yeah,
Sully. That's
the
right.
same exact thing that Juicy said when I told him about Captain Phillips. He started talking about that Tom Hanks
Boats
movie,
and
which
planes
is
is
really
just the same
weird.
thing anyway,
from
right?
Monster
Is that not
Inc.
weird
It is
that
weird.
they both thought of the
It
same
is
movie and it
weird.
was the wrong movie?
But it's the same actor. I haven't
Still,
seen
though.
Sully. I don't
Yeah, I've never seen
don't
that.
care for Tom Hanks for real.
No, I was
Not
just,
anymore.
I was just
You
in
take
a
that
hole
back
about
right
now. Well, like-
pirates.
Recent Tom Hanks, I won't watch anything. But like old Tom Hanks, fuck yeah.
His
What do
son
you
is
have against
funny.
him now?
Talking about Chet
Chet?
Hanks,
Yeah,
beefy dude.
Dude, have you heard his Trump impression?
his Trump impression's
He
amazing.
went on Cody Ko's podcast and did a Trump impression, and it's fucking killer.
It's great. It's wonderful.
I was on the phone with a customer earlier. I was trying to get some work pulled ahead for one of our technicians, and like, he got me. I'll admit, he got me. I called him, and he was like, "Who is this?" I was like, "This is Brayden." Calling. He cut me off. He's like, "Well, you need to say who this is because I can't keep up with anyone. I'm too important for that. This is Donald J. Trump, President of the United States, future president, 4 more years, blah, blah, blah." He took me on a whole spiel, and I was just kind of replying, and
That's
then
amazing.
it turned out it was one of those things where it was a pre-recorded voicemail. He was just screwing with me the whole time.
Bro's just sitting there listening to it like, oh, fuck?
Dude, that was the first one that got me in a while.
I'm in trouble.
It got me.
And then it hung up on you. You didn't know what
No,
the
I
fuck
hung
to
up
do?
on them. I was like, I can't deal with
You
this.
hung up on the president?
He did a pretty good impression, I must say.
Are we gonna have to bleep out where he works and stuff? You can move
Yeah, I
this
can
out,
do
right?
that. We can do that. That's no problem.
No
I didn't
personal
know if we
info.
needed to make a note of that or not.
No.
to
I mean,
bleep
I don't
that out.
care. I mean, you can come and kidnap and rob me. Like
We don't want that
I
for you,
welcome that.
though.
You're just gonna hear
I
a
kinda
knock
I
at
do.
the
don't,
door.
I don't want that to
Hey,
happen
don't-
to you.
I gotta do.
come
Please
out
dox
here.
me.
It's Donald.
It's Donald.
It's Donald.
Donald
Come
Trump.
outside.
This is Donald J. Trump.
You're gonna run out of food eventually.
Bro sitting out with a boombox playing fucking Kanye West, waiting for you to come outside.
He did
Just
ask
has
me
the
who I was going to
signs.
vote for, and I did tell him I was going to vote for Kanye this year.
Did you?
Oh, we got one vote for Kanye this year, guys.
2.
He's really killing it out there. Oh, okay. So Brayden, have you watched The Last of Us yet?
No, I'm one of those people. I have to wait until it all comes out, and then I have to binge it because if I have to wait week to week, I'm gonna lose my mind.
That's what Shay really wanted to do, and I think I mentioned that to you, but we just watched the second episode.
I heard
before
it
we
just
got here.
dropped.
It's painful to watch it one episode at a time.
It's very
I hate it, but that's what they want to do. So
feels
I'm
like
there.
The Walking Dead all over again.
That's
Yeah.
like
But better.
I've put off watching season 4 of Attack on Titan for so long because
I just read the manga.
see, I would love to, but I got stuck on the anime first.
Can you
And then-
convince me to watch Attack on Titan?
Yeah, I was.
Could you really
Let's
convince
see,
me?
big naked people, eating people,
Convinced.
a lot of blood, violence.
It's on
You've
my list
watched
already.
it.
I've watched like 2 episodes and I fell asleep. And I've been trying to watch it, but like nothing can really give me the motivation to
Dude,
sit
the
down
first
and watch
if you're
it.
not hooked by the first episode, I don't know what you're
Yeah.
doing.
I think I really liked it. I just was like,
I haven't
forgot
started
to
it at
watch
all
it.
yet.
I
but it's on
watched
my
it on
list.
anime first, and but after season 4, part 1 ended on the anime, I had to wait for part 2. I just had to read the manga. I couldn't wait for that shit and get spoiled every time I got on fucking Twitter. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
See, that's why
Fuck that
I don't get on Twitter.
Yeah,
That's
see,
Twitter's
I just
fucking
ignore
horrible.
everything.
That's part of the
Put my
reason-
head in the sand.
Mm-hmm.
That's part of the reason I don't watch it is because I feel like if I did, it's just going to be spoiled instantly.
Yeah.
And I don't want that.
Honestly, surprisingly, I have yet to be spoiled. Although I'm pretty good at like getting the hint when I first start reading something. I just
Yeah.
like shut my eyeballs off and I'm like, nope, 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 nope.
I just
Yeah.
don't think I'm an anime person. Like I try and I just don't think it's there.
I
nice.
don't have as much time to watch it as I would like to invest my time into it.
That's
but
very true.
I really enjoy it, but I feel like I don't have enough time to invest in
I
it.
pay
I
for a
like-
Crunchyroll subscription. I don't even watch.
I need to get
Oh, Crunchyroll's
that on my
good.
phone.
Bro had to throw
Need
it.
to
I
get
don't
that
even watch.
login.
So I pay for Crunchyroll.
I'm with
flexing
you
over there.
90% of the
Don't
time,
even
bro.
I feel that's why I like limited series like Death Note. It's like like 40 episodes or whatever, but like the whole thing you could binge it in like 2 days.
I've
if
seen
you
the
really
yeah.
wanted
Netflix
to.
movie.
Oh,
Nat Wolf
no.
did really good. I liked it. It was kind of like Final Destination-y.
I can't
fucked
look at
with
you
it.
right now.
I can say Willem Dafoe did wonderful.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
Willem Dafoe's good in
That's
anything
what I'm
he's
saying.
in.
The cast
Yeah.
was really good. I was excited for the cast at most.
But it was Netflix.
Have you
Yeah.
seen that dude's dong?
It's
Willem
No.
Dafoe's
yes,
Green Goblin's cock.
not by
Like-
choice,
No. Where have you seen it?
Bro, I'm sorry. You,
Green cock.
Did I
but
miss
Hobgoblin
something?
right there.
it's
Are we
it was
about
like
to
in a
see-
movie. It's like in a. It's big,
Dude,
bro.
he is-
Schlangin'.
dude, Green Goblin is packed.
Yeah, Green Goblin's got that goblin boy.
Green
That
Goblin.
Gobby
That
Wow.
You
Oh.
wanna see my penis, Peter?
Hey, Peter, you want to see my knob?
Knob.
That
Bro,
gobby
don't even
knobby.
bring up
Knobby
knobs
lobby?
again. Knobby lobby.
Knobby lobby.
I love it.
Oh,
Yeah, we're looking up knobby lobby. Let's go.
Slobby knobby.
slobby knobby. For the last like 30 minutes of our podcast last week, we just yelled beans and
Beans.
made music.
Please don't make me start it again because it was like a tick last time. I couldn't stop saying it.
You haven't
So-
watched the full edit though.
I know. I'm scared to.
So not to get political about it, but like, have y'all seen how Hobby Lobby has basically funded, like indirectly funded terrorism?
Yeah, actually.
Yes. Okay. So somebody's on the same page with me. Like basically, the CEO, basically will go into these other countries and like steal old artifacts and like sell them on the black market, and then like the people who are buying them are terrorists, and it's basically a money laundering scheme.
Bro, that sounds like the plot of the first Black Panther movie.
Yeah, look.
Is this Breaking Bad?
That's fucking crazy though. I saw that today that it was proven that Disney used to hire Nazis and like donate their money to Nazis.
Oh yeah, well like when World War II ended, like all those terrible Nazis that we condemned, like we just brought over here to do research in America. Warner von
Switching
Braun.
teams. Bro, I walked in the work today and my boss told me I look like the Unabomber.
Yeah.
Off the rip.
I
sat
wasn't
down,
even
he
sitting
said,
down yet.
Yeah, he was like, you look like the Unabomber today. And I was like, I don't know how to take that.
I
love that.
Did
man.
you?
I guess
Is
so.
this what you wore?
Yeah.
We have the best boss.
Do you know Ted Kaczynski was actually highly suspected
Zodiac
to be
killer?
no
That's Ted Cruz.
Ted's.
was highly suspected to be a test subject from MK Ultra.
What
were
is
just
MK
saying
Ultra?
that.
That's where the FBI secretly experimented with on people with LSD.
Yeah.
Oh shit, yeah, that
That shit
stuff's
was
now coming
real.
on my For You page and shit.
Hmm. Like they had a whole entire hotel set up where they would secretly drug people with LSD, and they had secret rooms where people could just go around and like watch and just see how they reacted. And basically, it all started because the U.S. wanted to be able to, it's all Cold War shit, right? So like. We're trying to convince Russia that we have the ability to like read minds and shit. Like there was one point where we had China convinced that we had like Star Wars style lasers that could protect the country, kind of like
Yeah.
the Iron Grid is now, but just more sci-fi.
I've been seeing a lot of shit about the sky being fake recently.
Yeah. Oh, Project
I mean-
Bluebeam.
Yeah, and we were talking about the Project Bluebeam.
Project Bluebeam.
Isn't
What
that
is this, Chicken Little?
Yeah.
The sky is falling!
Yeah.
That's exactly what I think, because I saw on
Real
TikTok
life.
that people are like editing photos and it shows pixels in the sky.
Mm-hmm.
But honestly, like if you edit a photo enough, there's gonna be fucking pixels. But it's still kind of scary to think that the sky. I don't know.
One way or another, I feel
You
like
guys trying to
we're
watch
gonna,
Nope?
Nothing's real.
we're gonna find out that either this is actually
A
nothing's real.
simulation?
I mean,
Or
you have
aliens.
Bro, is that a club
Yeah, what-
poster for Bluebeam?
Also, that theory that we were talking about, that we come from Mars, or that we came
Yes.
from Mars,
Yeah.
I love that
and we
shit.
destroyed Mars and then came here to start over.
There's
I've
just
always
start over
felt like I
destroying
was from
another
a different
planet?
Yeah.
To be honest.
do what?
I always felt like I was from a different planet, to be honest. I feel like Kid Cudi sometimes.
Well, I think they've proven that there was once that Mars was like Earth at one point.
Yeah, like a
Yeah.
long time ago. Yeah, there's
Yeah.
evidence that there was like water flowing, and like I think they recently
Yeah, they're finding out more
found
shit.
ice on Mars.
Yeah.
Ice? There's ice on that shit right
I feel
there?
like that's highly believable, though.
No
that,
fucking way.
Yes,
not
there's
ice in
on there.
Oh, shit.
No,
that
like
would mean we're the aliens,
this
right?
shit. Yeah.
Yeah, the only thing they haven't found yet
Crazy.
is like I would be happy if they found like an amoeba. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Like it's pretty selfish to think we're
Yeah.
the only life.
That
in the
would just
universe.
Yeah, I
established
give
that
it
there's other
5
life.
years before we start moving to a different planet.
5 years.
I do. I think the way shit's rolling right now,
Sure.
we're
Five?
yeah. I give
Maybe
it like
5 years for all the billionaires.
That's what I'm saying.
but-
Like that's what I'm saying.
Yeah, Elon Musk will be up there before any of
oh
us.
yeah.
He's probably there right now.
yeah. It just has a
fucking-
clone.
He's actually the
playing
one that was
Rocket
probably
League.
from there.
Yeah, he probably
Yeah.
is. That's probably why he talks
He's trying to
that
get
way.
back home is what's happening.
So is Mark Zuckerberg.
Mark Zuckerberg.
Every time I think of an alien or a lizard, that's what I think
Well,
of.
Mark Zuckerberg's actually from like the crust of the earth.
Yeah.
Remember in
That's
middle
why he's
school
so
I made a
pale.
post.
He just
Yeah.
crawled out from the cracks.
Oh, he gives me the chills.
Sweet Baby Race.
Oh, look at.
Look at the Time magazine one. 100% lizard.
Yeah.
What the
Dude,
fuck?
is that
Exactly.
real? Is that like a real fucking photo?
Yes,
That
he's
has
a
to be
lizard.
edited.
Like,
Of course, that's what he would say.
That's what a shape-shifting lizard would say. Is that
Yeah,
he's not
why
a
would he
Zuckerberg
admit that?
shape-shifting lizard
Why would he
person.
Mark
admit that?
Zuckerberg's like, I'm not a lizard, guys. I'm not a fucking lizard.
Don't worry, guys. I'm not a lizard.
Just trust me on this.
Like, I'm supposed to buy that?
All you have to do is look him up, and all the pictures, he just looks like a lizard.
He is a
he
lizard
looks so fake, man.
because he's a lizard.
But good job on The Social Network. That was a really
Yeah.
good movie.
I was thinking, say, I really enjoyed watching The Social Network when I was younger. I was like, man, Mark Zuckerberg is so cool. And then like
Justin Timberlake, Andrew Garfield, and Jesse Eisenberg. Oh my God.
loaded cast.
It was such a good movie. Look at that. All-star.
Bing, 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 bing.
It was just entertaining
Yeah, unpopular
to watch.
opinion, but I actually really like Jesse Eisenberg.
Oh yeah, he's
Unpopular.
God.
I feel like
have you
he
seen
gets,
American Ultra?
Yeah. With Kristen Stewart.
Yeah.
Yeah, I
And
actually
he's
like Kristen Stewart too.
Yeah, she's not bad. Like that movie with her underwater wasn't too bad either.
I don't think I saw that one.
Underwater?
Yeah, there's like a home. Yeah, I think that's the name of it. Is Underwater.
What was that one movie? 30 Seconds, something or other.
To
That had
Mars?
with Jesse Eisenberg. I just dropped my phone.
Oh, 30 minutes or less.
Yeah, 30 minutes or
With
less.
Aziz Ansari
Yeah.
and-
Oh, is that the pizza delivery one?
Yeah.
Yeah.
When they strap a bomb to his chest.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah.
That's such a good movie, dude. I miss Aziz Ansari. I wish we had him in more stuff.
Movies like that just needs to make a comeback. Like comedy movies. Like
There's
that.
just no original movies anymore.
no.
No, that's the problem. Is
Yeah,
like it's
30 minutes or
all
less. I'll fucking.
We're gonna see fucking the Fast and the Furious versus King Kong soon, probably.
Yeah.
They're actually talking about maybe doing a crossover like that.
Did you
I
say
mean, at this
Hollow
point in
Earth?
the Fast franchise, that wouldn't be too far fetched. Didn't they go to space in the last one or the one
Yeah.
previous? Yeah.
Ludacris went to fucking space. Luda.
A dead character from Tokyo Drift he came
Yeah.
back to life somehow.
All right, Brayden, what do you think about the Hollow Earth conspiracy?
Yes, please.
Oh, definitely true.
The
100%.
best, yes.
Like, to what extent? Like, I don't know much about that either. I try to stay blind to it.
Why?
I don't know. I just don't like learning stuff.
plausible deniability.
No, I love learning.
No,
Honestly,
I like to think about it.
I'll entertain any theory.
Is that the map of Skyrim?
There is a
inside there?
fucking
think
hole
Kong
in the
lives down
North
there?
Pole that you can go in, and there's something in there.
It really is.
You gonna find King Kong down
And the
there.
only entrances are like the North and South Pole.
Like-
I think there's one.
There's videos you can like. There's
Or
I
I would think also underwater. I would think at the bottom of the ocean.
No, if
Dude,
there's
that
if there's
shit's
aliens on this
really
planet, it's
scary.
under.
Oh
it's
yeah,
in the
I
ocean.
100%
Yeah. Oh,
believe
I
that there's
agree with
something
that.
major
Mhm.
in
I
our
agree with
oceans.
that.
If we could drain our oceans and like somehow see everything down there, it would be fucking wild. We'd probably see other
I
civilizations.
feel like
that
it's
could breathe
something that's like
underwater.
in some kind of hibernation or something way down under there. That's
Cthulhu,
my
like-
opinion.
Yeah, it's like octopus or octopi. They literally are not like anything else that we have on this planet, and they're scary smart.
Yeah.
They just discovered a giant squid, like huge,
Mhm.
today or something.
Yeah, and if we're finding things that big, imagine what's down there.
That's
all
what
the
I'm
way at the
saying.
bottom.
We're kind of moving at a pace this year already. Like, shit just keeps happening.
Yeah.
Honestly, I hate to be this person, but if there was anything cool down there, we probably killed it by now.
100%.
all that oil.
I don't know.
All the plastic and
Plastic?
garbage. And, yeah,
Didn't
All
they
the
there's,
say they
plastic
found a beer
straws.
bottle all the way at the bottom, like the farthest point they've gone?
oh yeah,
Who the
yeah,
fuck's
and
partying that hard?
A
there's
beer
literally
bottle.
an island of garbage that's bigger than Texas. Just
Yeah.
Yeah, I
floating
forgot
and-
about that.
Yeah, just floating out there.
That is
Really?
fucked.
Oh,
It's
Yeah.
embarrassing.
That's fucking disgusting.
and people they'll take
Look
literal
at that shit.
like huge tanker loads of garbage and don't even make a dent in it.
That's so sad.
It looks like oatmeal. It's the Earth's oatmeal.
Oh, that's
Yeah,
not
when
that's not from the earth, buddy.
Oh, it's got a little buoys on it.
Gotta keep it afloat.
Yeah, when I lived in Africa, like nobody
yeah.
there cleans up the beaches. So like you can go to the beach, but it's just garbage as far as the eye can see, like fishing nets, clothes,
Wow.
shoes, bottles.
I want to hear more
cans.
about
That's
your time
so
in Africa.
sad to me.
Like, was it like pretty calm, or did you have to worry about like exotic wildlife coming into your?
Not really. I
Shit.
mean, so my parents worked for one of the private Christian schools up there.
Mhm.
So like we were in the more like affluent areas. Now,
Like
if I had
Brad Pitt?
gone, yeah.
Yeah.
So like if I not like South Africa, but like it's the more affluent part of Ghana. And so like if you went like a few blocks outside of that, yeah, you might get into some rough areas. But most of the time, I personally was fine. Like if the more affluent areas, they have like huge concrete fences with either like broken glass, like cemented into the top, or barbed wire strung to the top. And most places have like a security guard. Again, for the more like affluent place, and we were staying in like the boarding house provided for the teachers, so they wanted to keep everybody safe there. But It was definitely an experience. Probably not one that I would do again. Like electricity there, it's pretty hit or miss. You'll probably have it about 40% of the time, and then again, the more affluent areas, they'll have like backup generators. And so, like when the city electricity goes out, which most of the time it's because they're selling electricity to other
Yeah.
countries under the table, black market type stuff, and
Cool.
and so you have to swap to generator power. And crazy story about that one time is there's a switch that would transfer it over from city power to generator power whenever the city went out, and it would just automatically swap over. Well, this electrician came out to work on the switch because whenever the electricity went out, we just have no power, and they have to go manually do a bunch of stuff to get it back working. It was super annoying. But the electrician brought his apprentice out, and they were taking a look at this switch, and I was just sitting, I was doing the dishes or something like that, and out of the corner of my eye, I see a bright flash, and then I just hear boom, just this loud pop, and a bunch of smoke, and I go outside, and the electrician's apprentice, I guess, had touched two contacts that did not need to touch, and like his hands had essentially like degloved all the way back to his wrist,
Yeah,
and you could see like the muscle and sinew and bone underneath, and like my mom was a nurse, so she like bandaged him up as best she could before he had to take an hour ride to the hospital. But it was one of the most gruesome things I've seen.
Dude, I hate deglovings. Oh my god, those are the fucking worst.
Oh yeah, even the word like makes me cringe.
Oh, I'm not. Don't even look that up, Brian. Ugh. I used to see that all the
No,
time.
thank
Oh yeah, I bet you did.
So, how long were you there again?
A year.
A year? Did
Oh,
it fuck you
wow.
up like coming back to the U.S. like and trying to adjust to?
Oh yeah, absolutely. I got back and I was like, this is all alien to me. Like we have
Yeah.
roads that you can drive on, and like your ass doesn't hurt from like going up and down, because like the gravel roads over there are just crap. The smells too. It smells like we have a lot of pollution here, but it still smells so much better because like one of the guys that my dad worked for. He helped design the sewer system in Africa. So it's basically like these huge like ditches that he carved out and like concreted over. But people would use it like to burn their trash or to like take baths in or just do whatever. And it would just like when it rained, the rare times that it did rain, like it would just all build up in there and it just smelled like it's an indescribable smell, honestly.
So did you like get the shower every day if you wanted to? Like, did you have that opportunity?
Yeah, I got a shower. I never got a hot shower. That was one thing when I got back.
showers.
I cranked that hot water all the way up,
Fucking
and I
sitting there.
scalded myself, just like, oh, thank God.
Yeah, I can
America.
imagine.
Yeah.
That's cool though, dude. I've never been out of the country, and
I highly encourage it. Like, most people you come across like have never left the county, much less the state,
Right.
much less the country. So it's definitely it's an eye-opening experience, like seeing what other people have to go through, and like, because we kind of get this Western ideology when we're over here, and like things should work a certain way,
Yeah.
but it really doesn't. And like a lot of people are just like struggling, like literally to survive. So it's definitely an eye-opening experience.
Gives you a different perspective.
yeah, I would love to just try to fucking go somewhere else for a second. I want to go to Amsterdam. I mean, I've been in America all my life. Like, I want to know what it's like over there.
Yeah,
Somewhere. I mean, we've been.
Yeah, somewhere.
Something different.
a lot of times if you like you can check these certain websites and they'll basically list like last minute bookings. So like if you have like a free like couple days, you can just go check and see like what all round trip flights that they have, because they're literally just trying to put butts in seats, because the
Really?
plane's leaving either way, so they're trying to sell tickets.
Yeah.
And so you can get like $100 round trip ticket to wherever. You don't know where you might go, but
I'd be fucking fine with that.
yeah, it'd be an adventure for sure.
I have flying fever. And my grandma lives in Thailand. I've always wanted to visit Thailand. So
Yeah,
Thailand
that
sounds
would be
fun.
a fun trip.
she's got like monkeys and shit that she trains.
Really?
Yeah. And she has like 100 cats. So,
Holy crap.
but
Worth
she's
the
like
trip.
4'7". Thai as
She's
hell.
actually a cat.
Probably. Don't call my grandma a cat. You're a cat.
Yes.
I knew it.
How long has she lived in Thailand?
Were you gonna answer that?
Yeah.
I think she's going on like 20 years.
Damn.
She lived there almost all of her life, but she came back and stuff. But now with how things are, she really can't leave. Like even with flights, they're hella expensive to go see her or fly her back. We used to fly her back all the time, but now it's just too pricey.
Right. Yeah, my great grandparents they used to have a bee farm up in North Dakota, huge, like they ain't hurting for money, and I'm never gonna see any of it, so don't worry about that. But like, they ain't hurting for money, so they literally packed up everything like 10 years ago and just went down to Belize, and they built a house there, like on the side of a mountain, and like bought a plot of land. And they said they weren't going to. Like when I visited them the first time, they had like 3 beehives, and then when I went down there this last time a few years ago, there's literally not a store there that you can't find like King's honey in it.
I saw a video of a guy in some kind of, I don't know what country he was in, but he was transporting a whole bee colony strictly by holding the bee in his hand
Oh, yeah, I saw that shit too.
and
That
just
shit was
walking down the
crazy.
street, and all of them were just swarmed.
Oh yeah, my
around his
granddad can
arm.
do that. He's essentially immune to bee stings now. Like he'll feel a prick, but like the actual poison that bees release that makes you like feel the sting, like he's just immune to it at this point.
No.
Bro's a superhero.
Mm-hmm.
At that point, he's a mutant. Oh, you don't like bee stings?
No thanks.
That reminds me, when I was down there visiting him one time, he had me like working in his bee farm like area, and I was like raking up these rocks because like it's just super rocky, and they wanted some grass to grow there. For some reason, the bees did not like the sound that it was making, and I had a bee suit on. I didn't bring any boots to Africa or to Belize because like it just took up too much room in my suitcase, and my feet just stink.
So you got to visit Belize too?
Yeah, because my grandparents lived down there, so I just went and stayed where they're at. And they had duct tape like wrapped around my jeans where my shoes were to like keep them out. And that was like the only weak point in my suit. But they found it, and like as soon as I felt like a little pinch, I was like, "Ow, that kind of hurt." But like as soon as I felt that, it was like they all communicated and signaled to each other. They're like, "All right, here's where to get this motherfucker," and they just like swarmed my ankle, and I had to like go get in the
No.
truck, and like I felt really bad because I had to smoke them and like kind of kill some of them because they were like all inside my shoe. I couldn't even get my shoe off at first because my leg was so swollen.
No.
That's a fucking nightmare, dude.
Yeah.
I got stung so many times I got sick. I just had to go lay down for the rest of the night.
That's a fucking nightmare.
No, that's my worst fear in the world.
Yeah.
One time I
Wasps or
got
bees, like on another level.
One time I
Complete
got
phobia.
bit by an ant on my penis,
Ooh,
on the tip,
ooh, right on the head.
while I
Ooh.
was skateboarding.
Ooh.
It was very difficult.
The worst part of that is like when it's itching afterwards, and you're like trying not to turn yourself on, but you're just down there like
Man, it feels so good.
it hurts so good.
Too many ways, man. Fuck.
Speaking of, well, we weren't just talking about this, but speaking of butts, have y'all seen the
But
have y'all seen the whole controversy over the M&Ms?
Oh, yeah.
I've been seeing memes
gosh.
about how sexy the brown M&M is.
Because they unsexified the green and brown M&M
Yeah.
and like took away her high heels, and
Maya
so
Rudolph is now
right
the
wingers are super
spokesperson.
upset that they can't jerk off to the green M&M anymore. So-
Yeah.
It's recording.
All right. Technical difficulties. We're back. What were we talking about? Sales?
Beans.
Speaking of cells, have you seen? There's a new breakthrough recently. Like there's a scientist who's they've come out and said that they've done some tests on rats with positive results that like not effectively reverse aging, but kind of slow it down. Because the way his theory is that the way we age comes from like your cells are constantly copying itself. So like you see a meme. You see it shared over and over and over and over, and it gets real deep fried and pixelated. So that's essentially what our cells are doing. They're just copying themselves over and over and over and over. Well, apparently he's figured out a way to inject the original code that your cells have and just get your new cells to copy that original code. So apparently they've had really positive results with rats, and apparently they're moving on to new test subjects. So
So that
that'll
we can
be interesting.
live longer.
Yeah.
So we can send suckers into space.
No,
I don't know if I
thank
want to
you.
live longer.
I don't know about that. I'd
No,
rather
I-
die
I don't know
before
if
I
I'm-
get old.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I don't know
I
if I
don't
want the one I have now.
Yeah,
That's
I
what
don't
I'm
want to be
saying.
old,
No
dude.
thanks.
I heard
Every-
from Pete Holmes' podcast that he said that every year your cells are completely different. Like it's just completely new cells.
That's what it's starting to feel like. I feel like every year we just got to delete internal storage and then install some new drivers and we're good.
I think
For your cash.
I don't know if it's true or not, but I've read that every 7 years, like all of your cells have replaced themselves, and you're effectively a new person.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's like we were talking earlier about like appreciating mint chocolate. Like when I was younger, I didn't like beer or coffee, and then
Yeah.
like when I hit like 20, not even when I was 21, it was like 22 or 23. Like I started drinking black coffee and I started drinking beer and actually liking it.
See, the thing with me is when I was a kid, I thought beer tasted better. Then I
Really?
turned 21 and I was like, I'm good.
There are lots of things I feel like I didn't like or I did like or whatever, and now it's switched since I've gotten older. It's weird.
I don't drink. I like wine. I have acquired taste.
I'm a sucker for seltzers now because they're like beer, like it sits so heavy
Yeah.
and like you get real bloated. But like seltzers, like White Claws have really low sugar content, and like I can't stand sugar, honestly.
Yeah.
It
I
makes me
stopped
feel like
drinking
crap.
seltzers when they started coming out with more seltzers.
Yeah.
Like the ones I was drinking were Mike Hard Lemonade seltzers, and those were so good. And now they have like 200 different ones you can get from the store.
Yeah.
I
I don't
wish
drink
I
at
could
all
drink.
anymore, but when the last times I was drinking seltzers were always my favorite because they don't make my stomach hurt.
They don't give you too bad of a hangover either.
Yeah, and I don't drink anything really with sugar in it as much as I can.
I can't really do liquor anymore either. Like I'll have like maybe one or two mixed drinks, but after that, I'm just like I can't do it.
I could never
I
do
can't
liquor.
drink at all anymore.
Even in college when we went to the bars all the time, like I couldn't do liquor then. Like the taste of gin.
I
everything.
always liked vodka and whiskey, and that's about it. Except when I was like super young and all I could afford was Aristocrat vodka.
I had tequila kick for a minute. I like me some tequila.
Yeah, I can't. I get hungover way too easy now. I feel like an old man. Like I'll wake up at like 11 o'clock feeling like absolute garbage.
If I drink any at all, I puke the whole next day for some reason. It's bad.
Sometimes I literally like will force myself. I'll be like, okay, I'm about to go to bed, and literally just chug a bottle of water and then pass out.
So have y'all seen the UFO sightings in Russia?
Yeah, that shit is insane.
Have you seen it, Brayden?
I have not. I've seen like the released Air Force videos that they put out like a couple years ago, I guess now, where like even the people like the top execs in the Air Force were like, "What the fuck is that thing?" And they were like, "Yeah, follow it and see where it goes." And it was like a little dot just like skimming across the water, going like,
Oh, I watched that video too.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know what video you're talking about. The one I'm talking about, they have it's like a spear, just flying through the air, and like multiple thousands of people got it on camera,
really?
and like it just looks like a giant titty floating in the air.
That's probably some new crap Ukraine's come up with.
Space titty.
Dude, my theory on UFOs is that it's like people from the future.
Yeah, for sure.
Dude,
100% people from the future.
That's like, what was it? The Hadron Collider that kept having
Yeah.
issues,
Yes.
and everybody theorized like it's somebody from the future coming back to like fuck it up on purpose because
Yeah.
we screwed ourselves with it.
I
Yep.
think
That changed a
I think
lot.
that changed a lot. I think it really did that day.
Yeah.
Like, I remember being at work at Haynes, and I was like, "Do you guys know what's going on today?" And they're like, "No." I'm like, "The fucking Hydra,
Yeah.
Stranger Things."
Crazy.
And they were like, "What are you
We've opened the
talking
rift.
about?" They were literally like, "What are you talking about, dude?" And I'm just like, "Just Google Hadron Collider." Fucking
just-
sitting there scared shitless, like I might die by 12 o'clock.
That set us
I
on a
welcome
different
it.
timeline.
I mean, since then, my life has fucking changed 100%. I don't work there anymore.
Yeah.
I think it all started with Harambe.
Harambe, yeah.
Set the-
Right there,
set the
right there.
tone,
And then
yeah.
as soon as that kid jumped in there.
That fucking kid.
Should have saved the monkey, not the kid.
Honestly.
Little shithead.
Everything would
Fuck
have
them
been normal.
kids, dude. Could you imagine if Harambe survived though? How much money? What was it? The Cincinnati Zoo probably would have got. Or do you think he would have been a meme still?
No, I don't think it would have been memed as hard, honestly. I think if it went the other way and like the kid died, it would have been another huge controversy. Like,
yeah, they
people
probably
can't
was
decide
put
what
that
side they wanna
monkey
be on.
down.
Yeah.
Oh, R.I.P. to the goat.
If Harambe didn't die, then I'd probably be in college right now.
Honestly.
I probably wouldn't have had a kid.
I wouldn't have a full-time job.
Wow.
When did that happen? 2016?
Dude, that feels
Yeah.
so long ago now.
Yeah, it was
Jeez.
Was it
2016.
Was it 2016?
That's when it started. 2016.
Damn.
Wow.
That was the real Hadron
Yeah.
Collider. I didn't even know that happened till like a month afterwards, if I'm being honest.
Wow.
I remember seeing it. I don't know why. I remember seeing it on the news in a Jax one time, and like,
Yeah.
Have you seen the real
I
video?
was probably
Like,
at a
the-
Jackson
He's
2016.
throwing that kid around, dude. Yeah, you were at
I
Jackson.
know. I worked at Jackson 2016.
honestly, I love some Jax. Their chicken
Dude,
sandwich, so good.
yes.
Their cheese
yeah, now
fries.
I really want Jack.
Dude,
haven't had that
they're
much Jax in my
fucking
life.
their fries in general.
Mm-hmm.
They use popcorn seasoning, don't they? That's
Oh,
their
what?
secret.
Whatever they
Yeah,
put
that's
on
their
there,
secret.
whatever they
Popcorn
put
salt.
on there is delicious. And whenever sometimes I'll get it and like they don't put the cheese salt on
Mm-hmm.
there or whatever, I'm like unacceptable.
Throw them back. Take these dry ass fuckers.
Yeah, bro, you gotta ask for extra.
I like their fucking chicken fingers. There was one time I went to school for a week for like the military honor guard shit. We ate Jack's every single day for lunch. I'm not kidding. And it was a problem because it was the closest thing to the base we were staying on. And there was a problem because our shit was turning bright green from eating so much Jack's.
Hey, what?
Like
That's a problem.
it turned all of our shits green, but we still ate it. It was good as fuck.
I wonder what it was in there that turns it, because I know like if you
They've
eat-
changed their menu since, like their ingredients. So
That's so weird, because I know if you eat a lot of green, obviously your shit's gonna turn green. But if you eat
Yeah.
a lot of blue too, like if you eat like a crap load of blueberries, then that'll also turn your shit green, because like your body digests like the blue coloring in it, but then it just comes out green. So that's weird.
Yeah.
yeah, I don't know. It turned all of our shit green.
Hell
Really
yeah.
weird.
It's probably what happened to me.
Speaking
I
of
don't know.
blueberries, did you know that there's actually no naturally occurring blue food? Like blueberries are technically like indigo, right?
Yeah.
There's no like naturally occurring blue food.
Don't tell me this.
Blue balls.
And it's
Don't
actually
ruin
theorized that
blueberries for me.
it's actually theorized that humans weren't able to detect the color blue like a long time ago. Like if you read like
Yeah.
is it either the Iliad or the Odyssey, like they describe the ocean as being like a roaring red sea.
What the fuck?
So everybody was colorblind.
And there's actually
Or
Simpler
they just didn't
times.
have the things in their eyes to process.
Simpler times.
and even nowadays like a lot of Russians can detect like certain shades of red that we can't see.
Fucking assholes.
There,
I can't see green
I
or
think
red.
I read something that says snails can see a bunch of different colors that we can't see.
Oh really?
Yeah.
That-
I could be wrong, and maybe it's not snails,
But
but
how do we know their colors if they're not
because
colors?
well,
If we can't see them?
I'm not a fucking scientist. I'm just telling you what I read.
It's because they got big old eyes. They like sit up on stalks like this.
Well, they have different like things in there. I don't know.
They probably
It
see
might
what you
not be
see on
snails.
shrooms
It
all
could
the
have been
time.
something else.
I can't remember.
There's
There's
some-
That's probably
Something
why they
they can
move so
see more
slow is because
colors
they're
than
on
us.
shrooms.
fuck.
Oh, shh.
I'm heavy
Shit.
as fuck right now.
I
There's
can't.
TV static on the ceiling.
Is it
I don't
shrimp?
know how shrooms are.
Is it shrimp?
Mantis shrimp.
Yep.
See infrared and a whole bunch of
Oh yeah,
So it's not
a
snails
lot
or
of animals
shrimps?
have
Yeah.
like infrared, like butterflies, birds. They have like infrared patterns on them. So like that's how like other animals will see them. Like to make like the better, like the more vibrant your infrared color is, like the more attractive you are as a mate.
I need to start wearing more
Pretty
red.
interesting.
Mantis shrimp look crazy.
This dick is infrared.
Ooh,
Little trivia for you.
trivia.
Take that to trivia night.
This dick infrared.
God damn, who is that? Well, that's a lucky man.
Dude,
It's a
117,
GIF?
117 degrees Celsius. What are you doing?
Bro's warming up his balls. He's trying to get a boy out of this pregnancy.
We trying to get that onesie?
My ex, she had some thermal print pants.
No.
That actually looked pretty cool. They were like jeans. But
Oh yeah,
like,
yeah, 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 yeah.
Yeah, I bet those are
I've seen
gas,
them.
dude. I've seen those.
Super cool.
What if there was like pants, but with like storms on them? Like,
Huh?
I don't know. Like on the Weather Channel, like the storm, the red clouds and stuff.
On the weather.
Yeah.
Like it's
Channel?
constantly updating with the weather.
Yeah.
That'd be
Oh,
sick.
no, dog.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I
they
need
were,
some-
I almost bought those actually, Brian. I
Those are
really
kinda
like
gas.
those
Those
pants.
low key look pretty sick.
I
Yeah.
really
Dude,
like those pants.
Those and like a
Those.
black light would look awesome.
They have a red one too.
Yeah.
Donate so we can get some storm pants from Sheen.
We don't have anything to donate
$13.99.
to.
That's
Yeah,
not
we don't
bad.
have anything. Yeah, Sheen, dog. You can afterpay that shit.
Yeah.
It was a joke.
Yeah, it was a fucking
It's a
joke.
fucking
Ha,
joke. Stop
ha.
taking it so fucking seriously.
Oh my god.
What happened?
Not a
What'd
You
you
gonna
hear?
let
Not
that
to
guy
take
talk
it
to me
so
like
hard.
that?
There's not even
I
a
was
guy
talking
in
to
here.
him.
We're all. I don't know, man.
God.
There's nobody in here.
Here we are. Are we ready for open mic night?
Open mind only.
Yeah, it's Rachel's thing, right?
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
Yay.
We'll put her Instagram handle
Yay.
in the podcast thing. Go follow her.
Yeah.
She has a show coming up. She's the main event. Isn't that right, Brian? Do you remember?
Yep, I'm pretty sure I might be running sound that day.
Woo! Brian will be
Ooh,
there.
yay.
Have you seen Everything Everywhere All at Once?
Mm.
No, I've heard it's really good, and I'm a sucker for like alternate universe shit, but and time travel. I love some time travel.
It's unique. Like it stands out in the crowd. Like it deserves all the awards it's getting.
Yeah, you.
Like-
We were talking earlier about like new movies. Like I've heard that's one of the few movies that's come out lately that's had like an original idea.
Yeah.
Mhm.
It's crazy.
That
Like
shit made me cry.
like it's funny. It's fucking hilarious, but it'll hit sweet spots with you.
Yeah.
Like makes you wonder how many different things you could be potentially. Every one little thing like the butterfly effect.
Dude, the butterfly effect creeps me out sometimes. Like I think about things in my life that
Yeah,
like
movie
one
with
little
Ashton Kutcher.
decision.
I'm constantly thinking about things like that all the time. I feel like if one tiny little thing changed, everything would be different.
That's like
What
you
if
ever
I
played
never
that game?
watched
Crap, it's on PS4. It was like a horror thriller type game. Like
Life is Strange.
no, I played that one. Crap. what
Until
was it
Dawn?
called?
Until Dawn?
Until Dawn. Yeah.
Oh, he pulled it up perfectly.
No, yeah. With Hayden Panettiere and Remy Malik. I was playing that with my ex, and we were kind of like.
I watched I think PewDiePie play it.
Yeah, I watched Let's Play it a long time ago for Achievement Hunter. Mm-hmm. Back when I watched them, and they were still good.
They have a new one called like The Quarry.
Yeah.
Oh, really?
I played through all of that.
Was it good?
It's so fucking good.
Yeah.
It's there's so much different shit, like so many different just like such little things that you do in it affect so much that goes on in the rest of the game or the playthrough.
That's crazy.
And you could do a movie mode where you can set all the characters' attributes to like how you want them to react to some things, and then you just watch it like a movie, and they make the decisions for themselves, so you don't even have to play it.
That's pretty fucking cool.
The Quarry is it's about werewolves too. So
Oh, it is. Ooh.
I want to say maybe 10 hours a playthrough.
So even with like if you watch it a movie, it's still gonna be like 10 hours.
Oh no.
Oh.
I'm just saying in general,
What
like
actors are in it? Because I know that's what they do. Is they
it has old boy from Scream. What's his name? Forgot his name in the movie and in real life. Holy shit.
I don't know people's names
it's
usually.
it's so crazy how some of the best games.
Brenda Song.
Some of the best
Yeah.
games are like movies,
Yeah.
and some of the best movies are
David Arquette.
game adaptations.
Yeah.
Yeah. You know who Brenda
Um,
Song is married to?
Who?
Macaulay Culkin.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Really?
Isn't that crazy?
I think she's like helped him get like completely sober
That's
and everything.
good.
Oh yeah, he's really
He
turned
looks
it
real
around.
nice.
That's
Like there's a
really
photo of them
good.
right there.
Mm-hmm.
Beautiful,
Cute.
nice and happy.
He also
He's
dated.
not home alone anymore.
I want to say he dated somebody else that's super surprising, but I can't think of who it was off the top of my head.
Miley Cyrus?
Was it Miley Cyrus?
Probably not.
I know Miley Cyrus had like a big thing recently where
Liam
like she,
Hemsworth.
yeah,
Yeah.
She wrote
found
a
out he
whole.
was cheating on her.
I think I missed a lot. With
She
that.
wrote,
I
like,
didn't
a
know
whole
he
song.
cheated on her
Mm-hmm.
14 times.
God damn.
50 women.
I didn't even know.
Holy shit!
I didn't even know they were married. Like still,
Oh my!
they go on and
gosh.
off like a high school couple.
Yeah, well, I thought they got divorced a long time ago. I didn't know that he cheated on her with 14 women.
Well, she wrote like a whole
I mean,
song.
14 times.
Apparently, Miley Cyrus and him got married, and he got Bruno Mars to play that song,
Yeah.
and then she just
Yeah,
redid the whole thing. Which I don't know.
Pretty
Does Bruno Mars
badass.
have
I mean,
anything to
go
say about
off, I
that?
guess.
I mean, I can buy myself flowers. That's what I guess. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Good for her though.
Yeah,
leaving a
honestly.
shitty dude. How does he get
Yeah, and
announced
she's
as the
making
next
so much
Witcher?
money
Dude,
off
I was
that.
literally about to say,
Yeah.
I'm so
Me
livid about
too.
that.
I don't even want to watch it. I'm going to be honest
I'm
with
not
you.
going to. I'm
Yeah,
literally
not if he
going
did
to.
that to Miley
No.
Cyrus.
Well, I didn't want to
We
watch
got
it
you,
to begin
Miley.
with, to be honest.
No, the
It's
whole
not going to be the same.
No, yeah, the whole thing, like, it's been so convoluted. Like, the writers came out and basically said, like, yeah, we really don't care about the source material. We're just going to write our own thing. And Henry Cavill, like, being the super nerd that he is, he was like, yeah, I'd really like to get, like, more into the head of Geralt and, like, be more,
Yeah.
like, true to the books and, like, be more than just a guy who looks around and says fuck a lot. Like, all the characters, like, Vesemir, not anything, like, at all. Like, he wouldn't, like, I don't want to give spoilers, but he wouldn't do any of the decisions that he made. Yennefer definitely wouldn't do anything that she did in the show. Yeah, and then like he came out and was like, yeah, I wanted to be more true to the series, and
Yeah.
they basically kind of crapped all over me. And they're like, yeah, we know better than you. Yeah, we can replace you.
I don't
I'm-
think that's going to
Sure.
work.
No,
I
that was the
don't-
whole reason I watched it. Like, even though
Yeah.
the story sucked, like, he was the only reason I
Yeah.
kept watching.
Exactly.
he's,
And I
like-
think there are a lot of people who feel that
Yeah.
way. I don't think it's going to do nearly
That's
as
a
well
very-
as they think it is.
Look at that specimen of a man.
Yeah.
You tell me
Like,
that's
he-
not Geralt.
He's crafted beautifully.
Oh, yeah.
Well, and he was perfect for that role.
Yeah, he really was.
Like, absolutely fucking perfect. I don't want to watch anybody else in the role. I don't.
And even Superman, like, he was perfectly suited to play Superman.
Yeah,
And
because we
then-
were talking about Man of Steel the other night.
Oh, dude,
Oh,
Man
I
of
love
Steel,
Man of Steel.
great fucking movie.
You get to watch them fucking fly and hit each other and shit.
And everybody like bitched about it at that time. They're like, "Oh, Superman killed Zod," or blah blah blah. Like, it wasn't about that. Like, if you actually watch the movie, like, he tries to save Zod as much as possible. But like at the very end, he understands that Zod isn't going to stop doing what he's doing, and he's like, "Well, it's just gonna have to be the way it is." And then like you can see like he's sad after the fact. Like, he didn't want to have to kill Zod because like he's literally like the last of his kind. Like, that's his family.
Well, also, Jason Momoa just met with James Gunn about being Aquaman still. And then he ended up teasing that he's going to be Lobo. So,
What the fuck?
That would be confusing
Yeah.
as hell.
but like I read a whole interview. They were like, "Are you still going to be Aquaman?" He was like, "Nobody can take that away from me. I'm Aquaman until I die." But then again, he's like teasing that he's going to be Lobo.
Yeah,
Because that's who he wants to play. That's who he auditioned for. Then he got Aquaman.
Right. And I feel like he'd be more suited to play Lobo. Like, he does a good Aquaman,
he
don't get
will.
me wrong. But he would definitely be a good Lobo.
You want to hear my impression of him as Aquaman?
Go for it.
Hell yeah. That's it.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Did you watch the Snyder cut, right?
Unfortunately. Yes,
Dude, my dad loves that movie.
I wasted 16 hours on watching it. Almost. I had to watch it in bits, like real shit.
Oh yeah, it's a series for
It's-
sure.
And it wasn't worth it to me.
Honestly, I didn't think it was that bad. Like, they definitely like fixed a lot of my issues with it. The biggest issue that I had with it was Jared Leto's Joker at the end. He's like talking about jerking off Batman. I was like, why do we need this? Why this wasn't necessary.
That's not realistic.
Yeah.
I'm going to jerk off the Batman.
Does it feel good, Bats?
Are you feeling it now, Mr. Bats?
The Joker's just a buffer for porn sites.
I
Or
don't
the
know
porn
how I
stars.
got this jizz on my face. I'll tell ya.
You want to know how I got these scars? Mandingo. Oh, God. Oh,
Rest in peace to a legend, honestly.
yeah.
Yeah.
Joaquin Phoenix. Rest in peace.
Not gonna lie, he killed it though. Like I liked the Joker movie.
Okay, here's my theory about that movie. It's a prequel.
Yeah,
Oh,
absolutely.
yeah.
Like
it's-
he 100% is like he tried his best to do the Heath Ledger Joker, and all of it lines up to be like Heath Ledger is him in the future.
Yeah,
makes
I
a lot of
remember reading.
sense.
I feel like he studied.
That's
like,
why there was no Batman and everything in
I
this.
remember
movie.
you telling
Nope.
me about that a long time ago.
if I'm not mistaken, no,
He was
no,
as
no,
a
no.
kid.
Right.
Yeah,
They
he was a kid.
introduced like Thomas Wayne, but they, yeah, they're right. They didn't
Yeah.
introduce Batman.
Well, if you
himself.
watch it, you can see how he's hunched over, and the way he walks is just like him. And the scene is like a scene at the end where his head's out the cab is just a send off to it. Like it just makes sense that he is like it's a whole prequel. That's why it's set back in the time and everything.
Well, also, but in Heath Ledger's Joker, he had his in that movie. They showed him without all the makeup and with the scars and stuff.
Yeah.
So maybe that just could be like his kid or something. You
Yeah.
never know.
Also, side note, I do like the fact in the Dark Knight how the Joker changes his story about how he got the scars every time, just so like unreliable narrators, like you
Right.
just don't know.
Yeah, the Joker is just doing improv.
Unpredictable.
Every fucking. That's what I would do if I had scars like that.
Absolutely.
Technically didn't get an origin until the Killing Joke.
Now,
That really wasn't. an
I
origin.
fucking love the Killing Joke.
The movie or the comic?
The comic.
Yeah, I haven't read the comic. Well, I read it like way back in high school, and I remember being super excited for the movie. And the movie just did not do it for me. And like the whole Batman and Batgirl thing kind of threw me off. I was like, this wasn't really necessary, but y'all go off, I guess.
Red Hood. The original Red Hood.
Oh, that
they
reminds-
actually have a live adaptation of him in Teen Titans. Yeah, he's pretty badass.
Oh, the live action Titan show?
Yeah, do you watch that?
No,
Dude.
I
haven't, I
rewatched the
really
cartoon and then I was gonna watch it.
It's good. It's dark. Like I think we were talking about the other night. Like Bruce Wayne is the villain in it.
Yeah,
Like he's overall like the villain.
I mean that makes sense. I mean he is a total jackass.
Yeah, because it pretty much like exploits how Bruce Wayne treated them as Robin,
Right.
and how it like causes so much trauma and how fucked up and angry they are.
Bro's a
And-
huge control freak.
Yeah, that's pretty much what it shows, and it's so good.
I really want to watch that show.
It's cheesy at first because Raven has such a she's wearing a wig, and then the second season's she actually does her hair, I think.
production
So,
value go up a
yeah.
little bit.
Yeah, it's pretty
Hey,
good.
We got our show got well received. We got some more money now.
Yeah.
Yeah, my dad's a huge DC nerd. Like, he watches pretty much every he's a Snyder apologist. Like, he loves anything that DC made. Now he'll criticize it for it's valid criticism, but like Marvel makes movies for everybody. DC makes movies for DC fans, and a lot of people don't get that. But I feel like that's what James Gunn. He's basically going to be the Kevin Feige of the DC universe now.
I think he's gonna do it in more of a bad boy style though.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Like how do you pronounce it? Taiki Wadi or
Taika Waititi.
Taika Waititi.
yeah, like him, like he's doing with the everything else in the MCU.
Did you ever watch the new Suicide Squad?
Fuck
That
yeah.
fucking
I loved it.
movie, man.
Yeah, dude, that movie was. We were talking about the other night with Peacemaker, and the Peacemaker show is just so good. It's a cult classic from the start.
Yeah, I watched the first 4 episodes. I remember he ran into his racist dad, and I thought I don't know why I thought that was so funny to me because
Bro, his dad's name in there is the White Dragon, and he's literally like a super racist, like the most racist
Yeah.
person ever, and he just has a fucking giant iron suit. It's crazy, but
And
it's
it's white.
pretty cool. Yeah, and it's white. He's a white dragon.
Speaking of Peacemaker, sorry, I just wanted
no go ahead.
Vigilante. Come across some Vigilante comics today, and that was pretty cool.
He makes the show in Peacemaker. Vigilante.
Oh yeah,
He's like a Deadpool character in it, and he's just funny.
I don't think I come across him yet.
Yeah, he's.
What were you about to say, Brian?
Oh yeah, have y'all seen The Boys?
Oh,
yes.
yes.
Dude, love. that
Excited for
show.
the new show with the college kids in it.
Oh, really?
I forgot about
they-
that.
what's it called? Like fucking Gen Z or Gen V or something like
Gen
that.
V. Yeah,
Gen
I think it's
V?
Gen V.
They have a trailer out for it and everything, and it's ruthless.
Dude, I
and
haven't
it's
seen
gonna
that
have
yet.
all of them in there, like Soldier Boy and Black Noir.
Hell yeah. Dude,
It's
Homelander plays a legit scary Superman.
yeah. Anthony Starr does a great fucking job.
very
and
much
hearing
so.
him on the Metro Boomin album, I'm better than you or whatever. I'm stronger. Dude fucking kills it. It gets me hype every time. That show overall was just good. When they put Soldier Boy in it, and it just got better. Like Jensen Ackles.
fuck.
I remember watching the first episode when, spoiler, not spoiler, when, because it happens in the first like 10 minutes, but like he's holding like his girlfriend like in the street, and then she just like disappears and
Yeah.
it's obliterated, and he's just holding her hands. I was like, this
Jaw
is gonna
drop.
be good.
Yeah, you didn't. I didn't expect. I was like, "What the fuck just happened?"
Right.
And then he just.
But it is a legit, like, if people had superpowers, they
That's-
would legitimately be pieces of garbage.
I know I would.
Yeah,
Yeah.
absolutely.
I wouldn't give a fuck.
We were asked.
touch
We were
me.
talking about that. If you were to have any superpower, what would it be?
Flight. I just want to get the fuck out of here.
She said teleportation.
See,
I'm impatient.
I just feel like it would be fun to just fly above the earth.
Could you imagine how beautiful your hair would be flying?
So
Yeah,
luxurious.
it'd just be.
Yeah.
It'd be like
You'd be
Chronicle.
like, I mean,
Dude, Chronicle is a pretty good movie. I remember
Yes.
liking it.
that's a
I
cult
fucking love
classic.
that movie.
If
That's
you
like
watch
a-
Chronicle and you don't like it, I don't know what's wrong.
I remember
Like-
seeing that in theaters.
Like Blair Witch kind of started the whole like found footage genre. And then there was what was
Paranormal
that other?
Activity.
Yeah, Paranormal Activity.
Chronicle came out not too much longer after Paranormal Activity.
There was
the
one
George
other,
Romero.
I wish I could watch those movies for the first time again.
Cloverfield.
Yeah.
Cloverfield.
Like
oh
when
my
I was
God.
like when they were
Clover-
coming out.
We watched
Yeah.
that so much when I was little. Like that. Was
TJ
constantly
Miller's
on.
in Cloverfield, dog, and that's like
Yeah.
one of my favorite comedians. I remember like hearing his voice in that movie and then hearing him in other things, and I was like, that was my first time. Like he's the first actor I was able to connect like things with. I was like, oh, and then I started learning more.
Dude.
Project Alman, or what's that movie called? Project Almanac.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, right there. Oh, that's such a good show or movie.
Did you guys ever watch Transformers 4?
Is that the last one with Mark Wahlberg? Like The Last Kingdom?
I think it's the first. No, it's the first one with Mark Wahlberg.
Yeah, I
It's
saw
hard
it
to
in
keep up with
theaters.
those anymore. But it's the one with T.J. Miller in it.
Yeah.
remember him being
Age
in
of
that.
Extinction. Yeah, that's when it introduces the T-Rex at the end.
It's been so
Yeah.
long.
Mm-hmm. And then like I was so livid. Like T.J. Miller was probably the best part of that movie, and then they killed him off like halfway through, and I was like, did they really just kill
Yeah.
T.J. Miller's character? Like they killed the comic relief, the only thing making this movie good. Like
Oh yeah, we gotta watch that episode of Tiger Belly with him.
Yeah, that's right. I forgot about that.
We love us some Tiger Belly. Thank you for watching. This has been Baked Beans. This is our guest Brayden. Thank you for coming.
thank you for having me.
Shay, Rari,
Sorry.
meow. Goodbye. I don't know why I meow.
I don't either.